From the outset, the narrator highlights the dramatic leap in performance of the Alpina XB7 compared to the stock BMW X7. Powering the SUV is a hand-built 4.4L twin-turbo V8 engine producing a massive 631 horsepower and 590 lb-ft, 800 Nm, of torque. Those figures translate into a 0 to 60 miles per hour, 0100 km/h, dash in about 4.2 seconds and an electronically limited top speed of 290 km per hour, almost equals 180 mph. This powerhouse setup clearly signals that this is no tame family hauler. It's built for speed and grandeur. Exterior styling and presence. The review zooms in on Alpina's distinctive design touches, which elevate the XB7 well above its X7 base cousin. The vehicle sports bespoke 23-inch Alpina wheels, optional crystal headlights, and a unique front fascia with Alpina-specific aerodynamic elements. The striking 20-spoke wheels, combined with wider wheel arches, give the SUV an assertive, road-ready stance. The paint, once you opt in, tends to be limited and exclusive, marrying presence and craftsmanship. Interior and luxury. Inside, the ambience shifts toward exclusivity. Alpina outfits the XB7 with premium Tartufo merino leather, often with contrasting stitching and piping. Piano black trim, brushed aluminum, and Alpina's signature blue analog clock and gauge faces further underscore its luxury credentials. Seating is supportive yet plush, balanced between sporty and comfort-oriented, and spacious enough for third-row passengers, making it a true full-size SUV for large families or executive transport. On-road performance and handling. When the review crew hits the road, the XB7 reveals its duality. Despite its bulk, 2.7 tons, it handles with remarkable poise. Body roll is well controlled, and the adaptive dampers ensure a smooth ride over Canada's rougher surfaces. Engage Sport mode, and the throttle sharpens, shifts become crisp with the 8-speed, Switchtronic, automatic, and the steering tightens noticeably. The video personally tracks acceleration, noting how effortlessly the XB7 lunges into gear. Power feels instantaneous, with minimal turbo lag and clean transitions. Audiophiles get an audible reward. The exhaust growls with authority, deep and controlled without being obnoxious. But toggle the bypass valves, and it becomes gloriously loud, catered for those seeking a visceral experience. Ride comfort and practicality. What's remarkable is the ride comfort. Despite its sport-tuned setup, the XB7 doesn't punish occupants on daily commutes or highway cruise. The adaptive air suspension smooths imperfections while preserving composure. The cabin insulation is top-tier, isolating wind and road noise thoroughly, except when you opt for sportier settings, which awaken the engine bay for added engagement. Practical necessities are covered. A capacious cargo area, which can be expanded by folding the third row, standard heated and ventilated seats, and a boundless suite of active safety technologies and driver convenience features borrowed from the X7 platform. Fuel economy and running costs. Performance comes at a cost. The review briefly lamps on the combined fuel consumption, around 12 L/100 km, raw 4.4L twin-turbo V8 territory, with real-world figures trending higher during spirited driving. Insurance and maintenance will likely reflect its limited production status and bespoke parts, especially combined with that exotic Alpina exterior/interior trim. Pricing and market fit. The MSRP for the XB7 hovers around USD 160,000 to 170,000, placing it in a rarefied zone above the normal X7 M60i, which is more like USD 100 to 110K. For that premium, you're not just paying for extra engines, you're paying for Alpina's handcrafted engine builds, custom interior finishes, and exclusivity. In the reviewer's mind, it carves a unique niche, a high-performance luxury behemoth that's more polished than a Jeep Trackhawk, more refined than a Range Rover Sport SVR, and more rare than any BMW-branded SUV. Competitor comparison. Direct rivals include Mercedes-AMG GLS 63, similar straight-line performance, but with a different suspension flavor. Some say just rides a bit harder and leans more aggressively on overt sportiness. Range Rover Sport S plush and off-road capable, but Alpine proponents might argue the XB7 is sharper, more road-focused, and bespoke. Electric competitors like the Mercedes EQS SUV, wonderfully silent and smooth, but this is about raw, tactile power and auditory drama. The XB7 excels at delivering both sporting prowess and executive calm, a duality few rivals balance so well. Room for criticism. The reviewer does note trade-offs. Size and weight. It's a hefty package whose dimensions can make urban driving, parking, tight roads, slightly cumbersome. Fuel consumption. Unsurprisingly thirsty. Rarity and service. Less common means parts/service might incur premium pricing or availability waits. But the flip side, hand-built quality and exclusivity, can justify those cons for buyers who want something few others will own. Conclusion. By the video's end, the review team gravitates toward praise. The Alpina XB7 isn't just a souped-up X7, it's a highly engineered statement of performance luxury synergy. It commands attention in both design and sound, rewards keen drivers with dynamic poise, and cocoons occupants with high-end refinement. Essentially, it's BMW and Alpina delivering a very special kind of super-luxury SUV, one that's bold, beautifully crafted, and unapologetically powerful. The reviewer sums it up: if you want a luxury SUV that accelerates like a sports car but lands like a yacht, this is your ride. Final thoughts. The 2025 Alpina XB7 transcends the typical BMW X7 formula. It blends raw V8 thrill, handcrafted luxury, and bespoke exclusivity. For those with a passion for high-performance family transport, it delivers an intoxicating mix of muscle, elegance, and stealthy rarity. The review correctly hails it as a modern legend in the palette of luxury SUVs, special not just in horsepower or price, but in personality and presence.